Good morning. Today we're leaving North Dakota and heading to the Big Sky, Montana. Hi, I'm Debbie, a Cajun girl who loves to travel the world. Excuse my voice this morning, I'm a little hoarse. Anyway, join my husband Ronny, my brother KP, and his wife Babette as we continue our journey from the crawfish ponds of Louisiana to the mountains of Alaska. We finally made it to Montana. We traveled many miles through unending highway and beautiful grasslands. Finally, we decided to stop for a one-nighter in Trafton Park in Malta, Montana. So the skies darkened in the morning, and sure enough, the rain came. It really wasn't as bad as it looked. Finally, we see the mountains of Montana. As we crossed the Continental Divide near Summit, we had snow flurries. We started looking for our campground in the Flathead National Forest. The GPS led us to private property, and we had to make a sharp turnaround. But we made it. As we got back on the road, KP's truck suddenly flashed an engine power reduced warning. Ronny pulled out his code reader, and after clearing the code, we were back on the road. We then found our campsite, and it was closed due to high water, so we kept searching and finally found one. After bouncing down 3 miles of rough dirt road, we arrived at a beautiful spot in the North Fork Flathead River campground. The potholes are as bad as they look. Good morning. We finally made it to Glacier National Park in Montana. We're camping right outside the park in the Great Northern Flats National Forest. We have our own private little waterfall here, and there are deer roaming around the campground. The code for the truck showed a loose wire connection. After watching hours of YouTube, the guys went to work. Unfortunately, the mystery problem went unsolved. Fortunately, we're near Kalispell, and there is a Chevrolet dealership there. In the meantime, I'm walking around the campground. It's beautiful. We even have our private waterfall. The deer welcomed us, and last night KP and Babette even saw a moose and her baby. They were right at our fire ring. We're definitely in bear country, and yes, I do have my bear spray. I took a short walk to the river. I love that river. The waters from the glacier give it such a beautiful color. KP scheduled an appointment for his truck online. Meantime, we're hanging around. When boondocking, it's important to conserve on propane. So one way that I do that is by using my old-fashioned pressure cooker. Tonight I made green beans with bacon and potatoes. They turned out delicious. Before continuing, if you're enjoying our video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Monday morning came with more adventures. I ended up needing to go to Logan Health Primary Care, which is a walk-in clinic. The doctor told me that the natives call this area the Valley of Death due to the high allergens. Everyone at the clinic was great, and I know I'll feel better in the morning. We dropped KP's truck off at Corwin Motors in Kalispell and headed to the much-needed laundromat. We were out in no time. We moved to a campsite off of the gravel road. We were still in the Flathead National Forest. The spot was tight, but we managed to fit both campers with a little breezeway. KP cooked a delicious meal of picnic hearts and smoked tasso. Good morning. It's a brand new day. I'm feeling better, and since KP's truck is at the dealership in the shop, we're going to take our truck, and we're heading out to Glacier National Park. Finally. We spotted the Amtrak station at East Glacier. The railroad used to be the only way into the parks. Glacier National Park, known as the crown of the continent, is a majestic park with granite mountains, glistening glaciers, cascading waterfalls spilling down rock, turquoise glacial lakes, wide valleys, hiking trails, and wildflowers with striking colors. Abundant wildlife make their home here. There are 5 entrances to the park. We first entered at 2 Medicine in the southeast corner of the park. This is a much smaller and quieter area. There are alpine lakes and unique hiking in this area. The views of 2 Medicine Lake are stunning. As you can see by my hair, it's very windy here. The 2 Medicine grocery store was once the main dining hall when early settlers rode horses 13 miles from the train station to stay here. There were cottages for them to sleep in, and everyone dined in this building. Theodore Roosevelt once gave one of his speeches here. We loved this large fireplace, and the fire felt very cozy because it was cold outside. So now we're on our way to one of the other entrances, Mini Glacier. This looks like an Ice Age Devil's Tower. Isn't it beautiful? At the gate, we changed Ronny's old access card for a brand new one. The Rangers always got excited when they saw his old card. The Mini Glacier Lodge was built in 1915 on Swift Current Lake and inspired by Swiss chalets. As much as I wanted to go inside, the weather was just too dreary. The train station from 100 years ago where visitors arrived is still in use. The Swift Current Motor Inn is a more budget-friendly option. The highest point in the park is Logan's Pass at 6,400 feet. It is surrounded by mountains in every direction, but be aware, in 2026, when the roads finally open, there will be 3-hour parking limits at Logan's Pass. We're now heading to one of the main entrances for the Going on the Sun Road, the St. Mary entrance on the east side of the park. It has an elevation of 6,000 feet. This is the only place where gas and diesel is available at the park. There are shops and restaurants of all types, including local cuisine using huckleberries. We stopped at the Rising Sun picnic area on the Going to the Sun Road. We had the cutest little visitors. They were very friendly. These prairie dogs came right up to us. I'm sure they're used to being fed. We're at the Wild Goose Island viewpoint. The scenery around here is beautiful. This is the easiest part in the park to spot a large glacier, which you can see in between those two mountains. We'll soon get a close-up. This is the Jackson Glacier viewpoint. Here's a view of the large glacier. The problem is the glacier's color melts right into the clouds. The glacier is that huge white area in between the two mountains. We had to turn around at this point since the Going to the Sun Road is closed and we're at the closure point. We will resume our visit through the west side of the park. There are cruises and boat rentals available at the St. Mary entrance. It's 10:15 at night, and as the sun goes down over the mountain, it's time to say goodnight. The next morning, the guys took this opportunity to fill our 60-gallon water bladder with fresh water for use in the camper. When you're boondocking, it seems that there are always chores. There's a nice patch of bear grass right on the side of our camper. I think these flowers are beautiful. Today we're just being lazy, waiting for KP's truck to be repaired. This evening, KP cooked us a nice sauce of venison and Cajun sausage. It was so good. Good morning. It's a brand new day, and today after church we're going to the west side of Glacier National Park. Today we're entering the park through the Lake McDonald entrance. It is on the west side of the Going to the Sun Road and one of the four main entrances. There's not much but a little store at the visitor center. Many people choose to tour the park in these old red cars with a driver and tour guide. We decided to go in our truck because we like to stop wherever we decide to. I also have the app Park Wolf, which gives a commentary while touring the national parks. We're at the Lake McDonald Lodge, which is one of the more rustic lodges here. Of course, there's a camp store to purchase any of your camping supplies. Lake McDonald is absolutely gorgeous. It is noted for having colored rock at the bottom, and as you can see, the water is so clear. The glacier runoff waters give it that beautiful turquoise color. In the background is the McDonald Waterfall. We're at Avalanche, and this is the end of the road. We were told that it will be over 2 weeks before the road is open because they are still cleaning out large boulders that fell, and the snow is 80 feet deep. We had a hard time believing this, but asked around, and surely the answer is the snow is 80 feet deep. It is disappointing. Fortunately for me, I've been here before and I've seen Logan's Pass, and it's quite beautiful, and I highly recommend that if you come here, come a little bit later than mid-June. We turned around and stopped at some of the viewpoints that we were unable to park in earlier. I believe this is the Sacred Dancing Cascades. So powerful and so beautiful. We stopped for lunch at Sprague Creek picnic area. It was very enjoyable. I hope they catch fish. The fifth major entrance is the Pole Bridge entrance in the west. We did not go all the way to this entrance. At this undeveloped entrance, it is very small and private. Upon leaving the park, we found ourselves once again in the Flathead National Forest. We took back roads in search of wildlife. The wildlife were not very cooperative with us. Good morning. The Chevrolet dealership told KP his truck will be ready tomorrow, so we cooked a brunch with bacon and eggs and leftover crawfish. It was so good. We decided just to run errands and prepare for going to Canada. See you on the road.